Hello?
Hi, Emo Phillips, please.
Speaking?
Emo, this is Dr. Jonathan Katz, your old
Oh,
therapist.
I just mailed the check
No, no,
yesterday.
no,
You'll get it next
no,
week.
Emo,
I swear I
this
did.
is not a call about money. This is just me saying hi out of the blue. I know it's coming out of nowhere, but I've been thinking about you lately, and I just really wanted to catch up. Um, so it has nothing to do with money.
So you're not going to charge me for this?
No, no, no.
Oh,
How have you been?
I miss talking to you, Dr. Katz.
Oh, you don't have to say that. That is so sweet. How much do you miss it?
um, well,
No, it's hard to quantify something like that. It's like asking a kid, who do you love more, mommy or daddy?
I know. I mean, since I've stopped seeing you, I feel like a boat without an anchor.
Thank you. I really hope that things are going well for you. We worked so hard on so many issues, and I know that you made progress over the 2 or 3 years we worked together.
I don't know if I believe in psychiatry. I was watching this special on television, and around the year 1820, if you were having mental problems, they would manacle you inside a well and pour ice cold water on you until you almost drowned. And it's too bad they didn't have TV commercials back then, because it would have, ask your doctor if being manacled to the inside of a well and almost drowned is right for you. Doctor, is this phone call appropriate? Is it normal for psychiatrists to call their patients?
The whole notion of what's appropriate and what's inappropriate in therapy is something that I write about extensively and talk about publicly. So the short answer is not really.
Oh, it's okay then. Don't worry, it's fine.
Tell me, how are things going for you? Is life?
Well, after I stopped seeing you, I got married, but the bad news is she left me.
I'm so sorry.
Thanks. I hate being divorced. I'd much rather be a widower. Doctor?
Yes.
I've realized sex is logically impossible after marriage.
How's that?
Because you have to overcome the paradox between this again and where did you learn that?
I see what you mean.
You know, Dr. Katz, make sure your lady never loses the tingle. Tingle. My wife said, Emo, I've lost the tingle.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know what a tingle is, but it's equivalent to one house.
So, Emo, let me just...
When I was a kid, I accidentally got a dart stuck in my brain. And the surgeon said if that dart would have entered my brain 1/100th of an inch in any other direction, it would not have made any difference. So you never get over that when you come so close to staying exactly the same.
You have to live with that knowledge. Let me just ask you this, and this is probably none of my business, but did I help you in any way as a therapist?
Oh, you really did, doctor. You were amazing. For instance, I used to get drunk every night till I puked. And after seeing you, I finally realized I am a bulimic.
That makes me proud.
Thank you. And I see things far more clearly now. For instance, you can always spot the ex-alcoholics because they're drinking non-alcoholic beer. And I don't get that. I mean, if someone's a pedophile, you don't give him a midget in a Cub Scout outfit.
No, you don't. Let me ask you this. I know that one of your dreams was to be in business for yourself.
Well, yes. I've just put down the down payment. It's an empty storefront on a strip mall, and I have a big sign, hobby shop. And people are going to walk in, and I'll squirt them with water.
How is that a hobby shop?
Well, it's my hobby.
And did I help you with that in some way? Did anything I spoke about give you the courage to open that hobby shop?
Yes, doctor. I've realized life is too short. For instance, my nephew passed away, age 24, stung by a bee. The natural enemy of the tightrope walker.
That's much too young to die. Okay, this is out of nowhere, but how would you like to die?
Okay.
the older you get, I know it's true for me, the more conscious you get of your own mortality. And
I know. I'm starting to think about the hereafter. You know, Doctor, I think if I had to live my life over again, this'll sound strange, but I think I would have been a priest.
Really? No.
I mean, not for the obvious reasons, but to serve God.
That's a noble calling.
My dad, after dinner every night, used to give me Hebrew lessons, how to spot them.
So is there a woman in your life now, or does that?
Well, I'm starting to date again, and it's not easy. I dated this girl from Cuba. She was trying to teach me Cuban, which is like Spanish, except there are fewer words for luxury items. You know what I've learned women prize above all other things? Courtesy. I got in trouble the other night. I was on a date.
Women are very complicated.
I didn't open the car door for her.
Shame on you.
Instead, I just swam up to the surface.
Well, that's a hard way to learn that lesson, but an important lesson to learn.
Doctor, my one regret is I never had any kids.
Well, it's not too late, Emo. It seems like you do have many of the skills required in good parenting.
Well, I think I would do better than my parents any day. I mean, for instance, once when I was a kid, I almost died because I drank bleach. Because my mom, foolishly transferred it into the floor wax bottle.
Emo, let me ask you this. Do you have, I guess this is such a broad question, but do you have life goals? I mean,
well, I'm taking up the saxophone now.
Well, that's exciting.
In fact, the other day I was playing for some friends. Well, when I say friends, I mean my mother's ceramic elves.
Even that takes courage.
Thank you.
Because some people and some of my colleagues believe that.
I think Lassie was a colleague.
Believe that the things we learn how to do in life the best, we learn between the ages of 10 and 16. And
well, those sound like very smart dogs.
Yeah.
Doctor, are you calling all your patients or just me?
No, I'm calling. I know I'm not supposed to play favorites as a therapist, but I'm calling my favorite patients.
Aw.
And I'm calling patients with whom I feel like I don't have, and I hate to use this word, it's so overused.
Closure?
No, I was going to say closure, you're right. So,
well, you know, doctor?
Yeah.
I hate to be rude, but I've pretty much run out of things I could do around the house with just one hand. So I'm gonna have to let you go.
Well, do you want to continue this a little later? Does that make sense? Because
Yeah. We'll check back in another few years, okay? And thank you. The closure. I hope you've reached it.
I think we're in pretty good shape.
Well, doctor, thank you so much for phoning. And if you ever find yourself in Downers Grove, Illinois, I'm sure you'll love it because it's a very nice place.